Ever wondered how to keep your garden healthy and hydrated? The secret lies in a technique called mulching. Yes, that's right, mulching. It's not just about making your garden look neat and tidy, there's a whole lot more to it than that. First off, let's dive into what mulching actually is. It's the simple act of covering the soil around your plants with a protective layer. This could be anything from straw, bark, or compost to recycled rubber or even stones. Each type of mulch has its own unique benefits and uses, but they all serve the same fundamental purpose: to preserve the health and vitality of your garden. Now let's unearth some of the magic that mulching holds. One of the primary benefits of mulching is moisture retention. By covering the soil, mulch reduces evaporation, helping the soil retain valuable moisture. This is incredibly beneficial for your plants, especially during those sweltering summer months when water is a precious commodity. Secondly, mulch helps regulate soil temperature. Just like a blanket keeps you cozy in winter, mulch acts as an insulator for your soil, keeping it warm during cold nights and cool during hot days. This stable environment allows plants to thrive, regardless of what the weather is doing. But wait, there's more. Mulch is also a fantastic weed suppressor. By creating a barrier between the soil and the sunlight, it prevents weed seeds from germinating. This means less time weeding for you, and more time enjoying your beautiful garden. Last but certainly not least, mulch adds an aesthetic appeal to your garden. It gives your garden a finished, professional look and can complement the colors and textures of your plants and flowers. By now you might be wondering, which mulch is right for me? Well, stay tuned as we delve into the art of choosing the perfect mulch for your garden in our next segment. Choosing the right mulch depends on the type of garden you have. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather a tailored approach, much like selecting the perfect outfit for an occasion. First, let's talk about vegetable gardens. These edible havens thrive best with organic mulches like compost or straw. They enrich the soil as they decompose, providing essential nutrients to your burgeoning tomatoes, zucchinis, or whatever else you're growing. Straw is particularly fabulous for retaining moisture and keeping the soil cool during those hot summer months. Now, onto flower beds. If you're looking to add a pop of color to your garden, consider using bark mulch. It's not just aesthetically pleasing, but also highly functional. Bark mulch slowly decomposes, adding organic matter back into the soil, while also suppressing those pesky weeds that threaten to steal the limelight from your roses or daffodils. And then, of course, we have trees. A tree is a garden's gentle giant, providing shade and a sense of grandeur. For these majestic beings, wood chips are often the mulch of choice. They decompose slowly, so they don't require frequent replacement, and they also help to regulate soil temperature, ensuring that your trees stay comfortable in all seasons. Remember that the right mulch can be the difference between a garden that merely survives and one that truly thrives. It's a matter of understanding the needs of your plants and providing them with the best possible environment to grow. And it's not just about choosing the right type of mulch. It's also about considering factors like the local climate, the time of year, and the specific needs of your plants. For instance, if you live in a dry area, a mulch that retains moisture, like straw or compost, would be beneficial. Once you've chosen your mulch, it's time to learn how to apply it. But that's a story for another scene. After all, a great garden is not just about making the right choices, but also about implementing those choices in the right way. Applying mulch properly is crucial to reap its benefits. Let's dive into the how-tos of mulch application. It's not rocket science, but there are a few tricks of the trade that can make a world of difference to your garden. First things first, clear the area. Remove any weeds or debris from the space where you intend to mulch. This clean slate allows the mulch to directly contact the soil, making it more effective. Next, measure the mulch. You want a layer about 2 to 4 inches thick. Any less, and it may not provide the moisture retention and weed suppression you're after. Any more, and you risk creating a barrier that water can't penetrate, leaving your plants high and dry. Now let's get mulching. Spread the mulch evenly over the cleared area, taking care not to pile it against the stems or trunks of your plants. This common mistake, known as a mulch volcano, can hold moisture against the plant and cause decay. It's also worth noting that different plants have different mulching needs. For example, perennials and annuals appreciate a lighter touch, with about 1 to 2 inches of mulch. Trees and shrubs, on the other hand, can handle a thicker layer of 2 to 4 inches. And remember, mulch isn't a one-and-done deal. As it breaks down, it enriches the soil, but it also needs to be replenished. Keep an eye on your mulch layer and top it up when it starts to look thin or worn. A final pro tip: water your mulch after application. This helps it settle into place and start doing its job of conserving soil moisture. So there you have it, the art of mulching. It's a simple technique that can have a big impact on the health and hydration of your garden. Now that you've applied your mulch, let's explore how it affects your watering techniques. Mulching can significantly affect how you water your plants. It's like magic, but better, because it's science. Mulch acts as a protective blanket for the soil, helping it retain moisture and reducing the frequency of watering. But how does this translate to your watering routine? Firstly, it's important to remember that mulch slows down the rate at which water evaporates from the soil. This means that when you water your garden, the water isn't just disappearing into thin air, it's being stored, ready to quench your plant's thirst. When watering mulched plants, aim for a deep and thorough soaking rather than frequent light waterings. This encourages the plants to grow deep roots, making them more resilient and better at seeking out water from the soil. Equally important is to water in the early morning or late evening when the sun is less intense. This way, the water has time to penetrate the mulch and reach the soil before it starts evaporating. A common misconception is that mulched gardens don't need watering. This is not true. While mulch does help conserve water, it doesn't eliminate the need for watering entirely. Plants still need a steady supply of water to thrive, and that's where you come in. Remember to check the soil moisture levels regularly, especially during hot, dry periods. If the soil under the mulch feels dry, it's time to water. With your watering techniques mastered, let's look at how to adjust mulching practices with the changing seasons. Each season brings its unique challenges and opportunities for mulching. As the year progresses, your mulching strategy should evolve to meet the changing needs of your garden. In spring, as new growth emerges, it's crucial to apply a fresh layer of mulch to protect delicate sprouts and conserve moisture. Come summer, a consistent mulch layer will help keep soil temperature steady during hot days and reduce the need for frequent watering. Autumn is the perfect time to replenish mulch after a long growing season. And don't forget about winter. Mulch acts as an insulator, protecting plant roots from harsh winter frosts. It's like a cozy blanket for your garden. Remember, the objective is to keep your garden healthy and hydrated throughout the year. Adjust your mulching practices with the seasons, and you'll be rewarded with a vibrant, thriving garden. Seasonal strategies in place, it's time to discuss long-term mulch maintenance. Maintaining your mulch over time is key to a healthy garden. Now you might be wondering, how often should I add more mulch? The answer, my friends, is at least once a year. As seasons pass, mulch naturally decomposes, enriching the soil but also losing some of its effectiveness. So, how do you refresh old mulch? Simple, just rake it around a bit. This aerates the mulch, preventing it from forming a hard crust that can repel water. Next, add a fresh layer on top, but remember not to pile it too high. About 2 to 3 inches is just right. Keep an eye out for signs that your mulch needs replacement. If it's developing a foul smell or a slimy texture, it's time to bid it farewell. Also, if your plants aren't thriving as they should, your mulch might be the culprit. With these tips, you're ready to maintain a thriving garden all year round. We've covered a lot today in our mulching journey, from the undeniable magic of mulch and the art of choosing your champion, to the proper application techniques and the wonders of watering. We've discussed how to adapt your mulching strategies with the changing seasons and the importance of regular mulch maintenance. Remember, the right mulch, applied correctly, can be the secret to a lush, healthy garden. Start today with Mulching Magic and watch your garden thrive.